Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 25 Crystal Palace Career Mode and Season 3. It's officially on its way, and I just want to say big thank you for you guys for showing support for the past 2 seasons. Without you guys, I don't think I would be continuing this journey with a club like Crystal Palace. Again, it's quite challenging compared to any of my career modes that I've done before. This is certainly one of the career modes where I think, we get a lot of setbacks, which is very normal. Well, not really. Can't really say that way. I mean, in terms of the league, we didn't do too well last year, sitting at 10th in the end. But we did win the Europa League final, which is very, 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 very special because we were unbeaten in that sense, in that competition for the entire season. And this year, we got Premier League, we got Champions League. So because we won the Europa League, which means we are automatically qualify for the Champions League group stage, but there's no group stage anymore. And we got some competition going on as well. I don't know what the board want us to do in terms of the objectives because, again, I really don't know what... oh my God. Okay, so continental success. Reach the semifinal. I don't think we're going to do that, but it's not critical. It's not medium. It's not low. So I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. But Premier League, so it looks like the board has kind of lowered the expectation a little bit. Instead of finishing in the Europa League spot or Europe spot, we actually went down to the mid-table, which I'm sure we're able to do that. FA Cup this year, let's try to win it. If not, reach to the final again. I'm not expecting us to win anything this year, especially in the Champions League. We're definitely not going to win the entire competition, let alone, I don't even know if we're going to be qualifying for the knockout stage, but we will have to see. Youth development, sign at least 2 players younger than 20-year-old. Same thing as last year. I'm sure we are able to nail that down, maybe. Get 10 games without defeat this season. I'm sure we're able to do that. Sign 3 players born in North America. What the hell is that? But thank God it's only low on the priority. And financial-wise, finish the season with a profit margin of $233 million. Hell no. This is absolutely insane. So I know in the Premier League we didn't end up in, Europe, but the fact that we won the Europa League and for qualifying for the Champions League, I'm sure we were expecting a little bit more money than that. £64 million. You gotta be kidding me. Only $4 million more than last year. We're going to have a lot of problem in terms of getting good players. It looks like we're going to head towards, younger profile instead of more of experienced world-class players. I would try to squeeze in 2 games today. So we got Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup for the first game. And of course, we won the Europa League, which means we'll be facing the champion of Champions League from last season. And that is Bayer Leverkusen. And we also include the first game of the Premier League. And today, we got a lot to go through today, especially the transfer help. Not transfer helps, but we'll talk about that later. You guys can probably see just a little bit of what is going to go on. But in terms of the squad help, let's go over it quickly. So top agenda is pretty much the signings for this season. Goalkeeper-wise, it looks like it's all set, so I don't really have to care about that. Left back, Henry Mitchell Chabus coming back on as well. I think I'm going to send him out on loan again. But again, we are looking to sign another fullback because for the sake of having rotation in there. In terms of center back, it looks like Arnold, it's pretty much done and dusted with the club. But Riyad is back. I plan to use him more often for this season because, again, I think 4 center backs in general, with the congestive fixture that we have, I don't think it's good enough. So Riyad, if we don't have to sign a center back, we won't. Even though I really do want to improve the back line just a little bit. Right back, same thing. They are, all the fullbacks we have is relatively decent, so we don't really have to look into that. But central defensive midfielder is something where I want to add another signing because Lerma's pretty much gone in 24 hours. Same as the Corey. Both of them are joining Newcastle United and AS Monaco, respectively. Samare. So pretty much what we have is Samare, Wharton, Vermeeren. Also, is pretty much. Oh, actually, you know what? I might keep him. The fact that he's showing great potential might be a good thing for us. Hardy came back. I'm sure I'm going to send him out on loan again. We don't have central attacking midfielder right now at the moment. We only have one, which is Eze. And like I said, if a big offer comes in for him, I will have to let him go for realism. But at the moment, I will still want to extend his contract. Ibiowe, I think I'm just going to sell him at this point. Same as Epinona, we have a tons of left winger coming back on. Sterling's going to stay at the club. Franca's going to be a very interesting one. If a very good offer comes in, I'm going to let him go. Sar, if a good offer comes in, I'll let him go as well. I think Whittaker, his time is pretty much done. I'll be keeping Dipling, Diabate, Sadibe, of course, and Drame is pretty much going to go out on loan, and we're trying to add another striker as well. But in terms of finance, I think we have a couple of players, contract coming in to an end very soon, so we're pretty much gone. We've got 3 players to extend right here, so let's try to sort that things out right now. So Munoz is going to say yes to that deal. So it was at £90,000 per week plus 400K signing bonus. And he's going to be extended for 3 years. And by the time the contract ends, he's going to be 33-year-old. £60,000 per week for Riches plus signing bonus is $350K, and he will say yes to that. Again, he is 78 rated, 26-year-old, and he doesn't mind to become a rotational player, which is absolutely amazing. I think he's decent, but the fact that, he is not going to go past 80 ratings, so I'm just going to keep it as it is. So I think it's a very good contract from him. The last player we're going to extend is pretty much Eze at this moment, but hopefully he is going to say yes. But like I said, good offer comes in, I will have to let him go. I mean, he is 56 million in terms of his value. Crucial, I think I would definitely give him a pay increase. He's 28-year-old. Holy cow. I'm going to give him a 4-year contract. Nope. I'm going to do a 3-year instead. He's going to say yes to that. I'm sure he's going to ask for a pay increase, but it would be lovely if he suggests, I'm going to give 100K. I think that is fair and square. 600K signing bonus. And let's see what he has to say and the agent, and I'm sure they will say yes. So absolutely, we have extended 3 important players to the team, so we don't have to quite worry about, certain players, the contracts coming to an end. I've shortlisted quite a lot of players, especially defensive player, but the first player I do want to talk about is actually Xavi Ramos. Like I said earlier, we are looking to sign a fullback who can play as a left back, right back, and occasionally center back, but I don't think it's going to happen. But Xavi Ramos seems to be that type of player. 18-year-old, 5'8", left-footed. He can play as a right back or play as a left back. Based on that age, I think it would be very, very beneficial for us. But I'm not going to make any signings just yet. Again, I'm just going to wait until the window, comes in and stuff like that. I'm not going to immediately make a signing. But center back, like I said, we'd have 5 at the moment. But if we are able to sign one quality one, then I'll have to let probably one of the center back go. But at the moment, that's not our priority, center back, even though I want our defense to be a little bit more resilient in a lot of ways. CDM, that is an area we really need to improve. We have 3 at the moment. Ideally, I want 5. So are we able to add 2 more in? That is something that we will have to see. Wingers, we don't have to care too much about it, I would say. I think we have way too many wingers. Yes, maybe a few offers coming in, a few exits going out. Then I will start looking for some wingers. But I think at the moment, not my top priority. And of course, we do have Kamara on the free agency market. Technically, I can sign him back again. But for the sake of it, I feel like Chukwumeka, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I literally Googled that 2 minutes ago. Seems to be on the radar for Crystal Palace in real life, and I think we might be able to get him 1 million cheaper than his market valuation. So we're just going to wait and see, but it looks like he is going to be our top priority signing right now. But again, like I said, I am looking to sign a striker. There are a bunch of options for us, but again, I think 30 million, for example, this player, Omar Marmoush, I think one of you guys suggested me to sign him. I don't think we would want to spend all that money, half of the budget, on a striker. But again, we'll see. I mean, the best bet is actually Beto, I think, personally. But again, I just need more depth. That's it. So the transfer window has opened. Lerma, Decore, and also Whitworth have confirmed that they have left the club, and we haven't received any offer yet. I'm kidding. That is it. Diabate, a loan offer coming in for him. What should I do? Oh, no, Wharton. This is crazy. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. Wharton, he is going to stay at the club for a long, long time. Whittaker, we got some really, really good offer coming in. The Union Berlin one certainly attracts me, but definitely not the Celta Vigo one. Nah. I mean, Drame is going to go out on loan for sure. And Diabate will be staying at the club for this season. 18 million. And let's see whether if Union Berlin said yes. Oh my god, okay. So it's quite hefty for them. That is definitely a profit for us because I believe I signed Whittaker at 7 million a season and a half ago. And just like that, Morgan Whittaker has packed his bag. He have left the club for 18 million sterling pounds, and which pretty much raised the transfer budget to 75 plus, which is great. And right now, I think it's fair to say we can sign some players. Okay, before we go anywhere, we got some really interesting offer. Drame, I think we'll figure it out on ourselves. We got an offer coming in for the youngster. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I just call him Malcolm at this point. 3.55 million for the Finnish side, maybe I don't know, but I'm just gonna accept that contract. Mitchell, this is a very interesting one from Mainz 05, 21.6 million pounds. I think if we're able to get 25 million off him, I think I might take that, not going to lie. But Hartley off coming in from Lyon. Technically, I can say yes, but he still have a lot of value to us. So I'm just going to reject that offer. We got an offer coming in for Beraldo. I want to give him another year because I thought he was shaky last season, but he's still young, 22-year-old. And I'm sure he will be a top player at one point. But maybe last season was a little bit too early for him to determine his ability. So I'm just going to reject that offer. And let's try to negotiate for a higher price for Mitchell. 25.5 million pounds for Mitchell. And let's see, will they say yes? It looks like they don't want to go beyond that. If that's the case, I'm okay letting Mitchell stay. Oh, wow. Very interesting. So Kamada has gone to Arsenal for a free transfer. Good for him. It looks like he is going to be off the list. And right now it's time to make our first signing. Carney Chukwuemeka. It's time to get him to the club. And crap, I should have definitely signed him when we can. He was 13 million, by the way. 13 million, or actually 14 million, but right now his value went up. So I better sign him before he's going to go up to 20-something. 16.5 million pounds for Carney Chukwuemeka. And they want to add Frank into the deal. No, has to be a separate deal. If that's the case, I wouldn't mind go up just a little bit to meet their valuation, which is 17.5. I don't think I'll be missing out a lot. And I'm sure he is going to be a fantastic signing for us. 18 million. I'm sure I can lower it again. 17.7. Come on. I'm sure we can get it below that. Let's see if Carrasco gonna say yes, and the answer is yes. It looks like Chukwuemeka. I'm gonna have a long time learning his name. Might be joining the club, but it's all pending on the contract. 80,000 pounds per week plus 500k signing bonus, and Chukwuemeka has become our first signing of this season. And welcome the youngster, 22-year-old, 78 rated. Very exciting. Certainly a much better replacement for Kamada. For sure. So right now, central attacking midfielder, I think that part of the department, it's solved. Right now, we can look elsewhere. Second player on our agenda is actually Xavi Ramos. Like I said, I certainly love this player. Look at him. I mean, we can definitely get him on a cheap deal. 4 million. And let's see if Catafe is going to say yes to the offer. 4 million for Ramos. And let's see if he's going to say yes to it. Oh, they want Dipling into the deal. Definitely not. It looks like they want a higher cash than 4 million. So I'm just going to offer 4.5. A clean deal. And I hope Catafe manager is going to say yes to that. It is a very tempting deal for them to accept it. And the answer is yes. And it looks like second signing, it's incoming. £20,000 per week plus 100K signing bonus, and Ramos have said yes. Second player came in. It was a youngster, 18-year-old, 73 rated from Spain, and he has joined the club, serving as our, I don't know, fifth fullback, but of course, there will be times where he'll be starting quite a lot of games for us. I didn't quite heavily mention about this earlier, but we really need a central defensive midfielder. We only have 3 right now, but adding a player like Stefan Bajcetic, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Again, I searched it up again. 21 million he is available of. So 21-year-old, 78 rated, absolutely looking magnificent. And we pretty much basing our signings or the core of the squad based on the CDM area. So we do have Wharton and also Vermeeren, and we're about to add another player in, and let's see if Liverpool will say yes to this deal. Certainly very attractive for Bajcetic, considering that he is going to be pretty much playing regular football with Crystal Palace if an offer is agreed. So I think he might be available for 21 million, but if we're able to add just a little bit like that, we'll do. It looks like they want Beraldo into the deal. And Arne Slot has been doing amazing in real life for Liverpool. I'm just going to offer 23 million. And they're going to say yes to the deal. And I can't wait to have another player coming in, guys. I can't imagine that. This is so much easier to negotiate, considering that he wants to become a rotational player. So I don't think it's an easy deal to do, which is great. And right now it's all about the numbers. He's taking a pay cut. I'm going to remove the bonus and add his wage to 42.5 million. Nope, 42.5 thousand. If that makes sense for you guys. I'm going to increase the signing bonus just a little bit to 400K. And I think another signing is coming in imminently. And the answer is yes, there you go. Not quite what they're looking for, but they're keen to join the club because Bajcetic is going to get plenty of game time compared when he is going to be with Liverpool. So third sign coming in, and I can't wait for this season to get started soon. I'm going to stop making signings as of right now. I know we have 24 million pounds left, but I would rather gather more cash, more outgoing players, in order to see what kind of availability is out there for us. But Ramos, the second player that we signed, showing great potential, 73 rated, wearing number 28. Third player who came in was actually Bajcetic. Exciting prospect. We're number 18. I'm sure I will change that number in a second. And the final player that we signed, or actually the first player we signed in this summer, is actually Chukwuemeka. Has that something, or has that special something? I don't even know what this is supposed to mean, but looks great. 78 rated. Will I change this number? We will have to see. But again, like I said, more outgoings might be coming in very soon. I'll just kind of let that play out first. A few more offers coming in. So Benoni, it's pretty much going. He scored a couple of goals for us in the first season, but I don't think that warrants him to stay at the club. And we're still having trouble with the deal with Malcolm and Hartley. Again, finally, we got some really interesting offer. I prefer him to stay in Premier League. Yes, I did reject an offer from Dortmund. Again, I'm not looking to sell him, but just simply a 1-year loan. So I'm just going to accept both of them, actually, because, again, I would rather want him to actually go out on loan. Few more offers coming in. Richards, a loan deal from Werder Bremen. Definitely not interest me at all. Gahey, good offer. Not a bad one, to be honest. But, again, I'm not looking to sell him at the moment. So he's going to stay at the club. And it looks like Ipswich Town is going to fight over with Deportivo for the loan deal with Hartley. And Beraldo at this moment, good. That's the thing. They're good offers, but I really don't think I want to sell him at the moment. I want to give him 1 more year, so I'm just going to block. Wait, can I block the transfer? I don't think I can. Oh, right. Okay, so I realized that he submitted a transfer offer last season, so I'm just going to simply ignore that. Absolutely BS. So we're about 10 days away from the Super Cup, but before that, we still have a lot to do in the transfer window. Diabate's not going anywhere, so I'm just going to block the transfer. Arno, finally, we received an offer for him, 570K. for him, which is totally fine. And Beraldo, again, I still can't really fend those teams off. But Franca, this is a good one because I was thinking about putting him on the transfer list, but the fact that we got a transfer offer from Toulouse, or Toulouse, that is definitely a French name. I can't pronounce it for the dear of my life. Yeah, I think this is a perfect offer, but if I'm able to squeeze a little bit more than that, that would be perfect. Let's see, 24 million for Franca. And let's see if the representatives say yes. And the answer is yes. Okay, so another big player leaving the club. Again, we are fully stacked on the wingers. I'm not looking to sign anybody. Yes, it might be, it looks a little bit weak, but I trust my youngster. It looks like Drama went up by 4 ratings already, which is crazy. And hopefully Franca's deal's going to go through, because after that we got 56 million approximately. Then we're going to use that money to sign more players. I've made my decision. I'm not going to heavily spend on scouting anymore. Instead, I'll be pretty much dispatching 1 scout. That's it. Which means other scouts are not going to make it, except this dude, Anthus. I think he's Cyprian, right? From Cyprus. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Yeah, so I'm just gonna send him for local talent. Keep it easy that way. I don't think like this year or this career mode, it's heavily on what do you call it? Heavily on youngster anyway. So let's see. CDM, that's for sure. I would definitely want a striker this time. No wingers. We have a lot. Maybe a central attacking midfielder plus a center back. Why not? Those 4 positions would be good enough. Nobody grabbed my attention in the academy as of right now. We got some really good young talents, but they're so far away from being where I want them to be. But Curtis seems to be a good enough player to be promoted as our 3rd choice goalkeeper. 64 rated, 17-year-old. But again, I won't be doing anything unless he's asking for a pro contract. But another player that might be coming through the ranks could be Jaden Hines, or Haynes. Depends how you pronounce it. Again, winger, left winger, right-footed. Definitely will be great. I don't think we'll be getting a lot of chances in the season that he get promoted, but I'm sure I would definitely loan him out if that's the case. So Franca is officially out of the door. Actually, we do have quite a lot of players have gone already. Abinonev's gone. Malcolm has gone already. Drame has been loaned out. They're low-fee players, which is totally fine, but the fact that being able to free up their wages would be amazing. But Franca's definitely a massive profit. Again, I think he joined 2 years ago in real life. I don't really see him getting featured in general, but he was wearing 11. Maybe we all thought he's going to be part of something, but to be honest, we got a really good deal out of him. So we have 7 more days, 1 more week before the start of the season, and we got to look at how much we have here. So we got 54 million, which is more than enough right now. So it's time to look at the transfer hub, receive offer. We don't have new offers coming in. But it would be nice to actually look for. You know what? I was thinking if we would have accepted the deal for Beraldo, right? Then we gotta find a replacement. And I think the perfect replacement as of right now could be Kimpembe, veteran, left-footed defender would definitely do. I'm just gonna eye for a left-footed center back. This is a good player as well. Mormel, or even Kivior. It's a player that I might be interested in. Again, we might be able to get him for, okay. I don't know. We will see. I might accept the deal. I might not. But I think as of right now, right? I want to go for a striker. So we got a few options. Richarlison is one of them. We can get him on a free. No, we can't get him on a free, but on a cheaper deal for sure. Beto, it's a player that kind of fits that caliber in a way. Even Haji Wright is a player that I do admire. But in terms of like having Champions League football, Richarlison would make sense to me in a way, and I wouldn't be against him signing him in general. He's 29-year-old. We can get him for 20 million. Let's just have a go. 20 million pounds for Richarlison, and wow, okay. So if that's the case, I would say that is a steal. And Ange decided to say yes to that 20 million. I'm not gonna complain about that. It's all down to the contract here. And I'm sure he would want to become an important player, which is totally fine. I think he is a much better backup option than Adebayo at the moment. Let's see. Rotational player. You want to be crucial. Can we give him important? How about that? Nah, never mind. Okay, so he want to be a crucial player. Totally fine. 3-year deal. Can we extend it to 4? I'm sure he will. He's going to run down his contract for sure. He's going to take a massive pay cut. I'm just going to remove the bonus and add just a little bit, $92,000. But then the signing bonus is a little bit too expensive. And the answer is yes, not quite what they're looking for. But Richarlison has joined the club. 29-year-old, 82 rated, certainly past his prime. But again, I would say he's a much better option on the bench right now. It's either him and Eddie Nketiah this season, so I can't wait to have both of them to kickstart for us. And what a signing that is for us. And our 4th signing, it's Richarlison. Right before the first game of the season, we got more offers coming in. Well, Chibuzi's pretty much going. So any offers would do. Arno, again, oh crap, I think I'll figure that out. I'm definitely not going to accept that player, so I don't think this transfer is going to go through. But Gahey, Tillemans, not a bad one, but again, not really actively looking to sell Gahey. But let me figure out the Arno's deal first. And here is our first game of the campaign, and we got Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, they won the Champions League last time out, so we have to play against them. And however, this is going to be the final game of today's episode because I believe the transfer activity has pretty much occupied the majority of the video, which means that in the next episode, we'll begin our Premier League campaign. So I'm just going to go through the press conference, and I will show you guys my lineup. And here we are, first game of the campaign, and this is the lineup, and we only have 7 players on the bench, which is a little bit weird. In goal, pretty much the starting 11 has been the same, but it's just the fact that we got more incredible options on the bench, which is absolutely great. Henderson in goal, back four, we got Mitchell, Beraldo, Gahey, Munoz, and in the middle, we got Wharton, Vermeeren, and Eze. Front 3, Sterling, and Nketiah, and Sarr, and let's try to win this trophy here. Eze on the ball, come on. Got space. Finding Sarr. First time finish, and we have taken a 1-0 lead. There you go. Eze with a beautiful pass, and Sarr has found the back of the net. And guess what? Sarr has become our regular scorer. 29-year-old or 28-year-old. I'm not going to sell him, I think, unless a good offer comes in for him. But I think he's very, very important for the club right now. Just constantly scoring a lot of goals. But Eze, that is a perfect pass. Right into the path of Sarr. And we're taking a 1-0 lead. And can we get another goal? If we can. Oh, that's a good ball. Is he onside? Looks like he is. Defensive is still a problem. But I think the only way to beat the poor defensive record we have is just to score more goals. But Leverkusen has got one back. The game is tied 1-1. Oh, good interception. Can we hit them on a counter here? Diabate holding the ball up. Finding Munoz. That's a good ball. Sterling. The winner. Oh, is that a save? It is a save by the French goalkeeper. Oh, that is the chance to win it. 87 minutes in. Corner coming in. Header away. And it's going to be cleared. Oh, last minute here. I can't believe it. Beraldo chases back. And that is it. No trophy for this one. And Endrick, what? He has moved to Bayer Leverkusen. This is crazy. Well, poor defense towards the end there kind of cost the game, but it doesn't quite upset me. It's only Super Cup. I don't think I played that many Super Cup, to be honest. But yeah, just poor defending in general, allowing Endrick to score. And that is pretty much it. Well, we were so unlucky in front of goals, I would say. We hit the post twice. We got some really good chances. And it's just the fact that we just couldn't convert them. And yeah, congratulations to Bayer Leverkusen. Another European trophy for them. That's pretty much it. And I think I will leave the episode here. This is a perfect way to end it. There's no... Oh, yeah, well, there's the cutscene there. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A lot of stuff have happened. Four signings? Yeah, 4 signings in total and a few exits. But I feel more confident about this season, to be honest, compared to last season. Again, I think we got more quality of depth right now, which is a good thing. Oh no, the glitch. Jonathan Tah is literally lifting nothing. Oh no, the meme is perfect. This is a perfect meme. Thank God I'm not lifting the trophy. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.